Welcome to the New School of Marketing podcast, the place for smart, simple strategies that will amplify your business results. Sharing practical tips, insider knowledge, and actionable advice because marketing is something that every business owner can do. Now, let's get started. Introducing your host, Bianca McKenzie, mum, lover of snow sports, camping, horse riding, and in-demand launch strategist and Facebook advertising knowledge bank.
Hey there, and welcome back to the podcast. At the time of this episode going live, I have just opened up the next live round of my Facebook ads for online stores course, and I can't wait to teach another group of awesome online store owners how to run their own Facebook ads. In this episode, I want to talk about retargeting ads for e-commerce, so for online store owners, and why they are so good. All right, sit down. Grab a piece of paper and a pen because this is going to blow your mind, honestly. If you didn't already know this is so important. So according to Business Insider, it turns out that 97% of people who visit your website for the first time leave without buying anything. That is quite a drop. And unfortunately, it's something that you can't really do much about. This statistic is just, it's there. And a lot of online store owners are battling the same problems. Unless you can bring them back to your website. And that's exactly what retargeting is. A retargeting campaign is a campaign to remind website visitors of your products and services after they leave your website without buying. And you can retarget them through a number of platforms, but I'd like to talk about Facebook and Instagram ads today. So there's quite a bit of research out there actually on how many times someone needs to see or hear your message before they decide to purchase. And it's anywhere from 7 to 12 times. So this actually means that before someone buys, they have seen something from your business between 7 and 12 times. Of course, there's always, the exceptions, but on average, it takes about 7 to 12 times of seeing your message before someone decides to purchase. Now, that's quite a big number, actually. And it is your job to get in front of people, but it's also your job to keep being seen. And that is why retargeting ads are so powerful. So when I teach my students, the first thing they learn is to run a retargeting ad. In fact, I actually have a free guide that shows you exactly how to set up your first retargeting ad step by step. And you can get the free guide from newschoolofmarketing.com. So if you haven't already got it, get started there. It's all images, screenshots. You can follow it step by step, get your own retargeting ad up. The way I see it is that your retargeting ads are basically aimed at the low-hanging fruit. It gets you in front of people who are already interested in what you offer because they've made the effort to go to your website. And if you have enough traffic going to your website, you can get even more specific and target people that have added something to their cart but not completed their purchase, or some other options. And I'll talk about them a little bit later. And I always sort of use this analogy. Retargeting is a little bit like dating. If you go up to a random person you don't know and you ask, "Will you marry me?" they're probably going to say no or run in the opposite direction. They might even get agitated and smack you. Because honestly, would you go up to someone in the street that you don't know and say, "Will you marry me?" I won't. But if you ask a random person, "Hey, I really like your style," and you get into a little bit of a conversation, and then you ask them, "Would you like to go on a coffee with me?" You got your first date. They might actually say yes. You have a much higher chance of getting them to say yes when you take this approach than when you say, "Will you marry me?" So if you do go on a coffee date and the date goes well, you'll probably go on a few more. Then you get serious and eventually you pop the question. Your chances of getting a yes to the marriage proposal are much higher now, much higher than when you just, walk up to them into the street. So the same as with dating, the key to retargeting is to build a relationship and build trust. And I seriously think this is a really good analogy because people would when I say this, they would kind of go, oh my God, what? Of course you wouldn't do that. Well, why would you get someone who's never, heard of you or seen you or anything? Why would you get them to buy your thing? It doesn't work like that. We do need to build relationships and we need to build trust. Of course, there's a fine line between retargeting and stalking. So remember the numbers. You need to be seen by your customer between 7 and 12 times before they are likely to purchase. Be seen, but don't be pushy. So you really want to vary your content and your ads from sales posts to educating them on something or entertaining them with something, and really focus on building that relationships. You don't just push, sell, sell, sell. It is a relationship that you're trying to build. And the options in Facebook are absolutely endless, but starting with one specific campaign can help you get started on actually running ads that convert. If you've already built a steady following on Instagram or Facebook and your audience regularly engages with your content, you really should run ads to get them to take the next step. You can use your social engagement audiences to create custom audiences inside a Facebook Ads Manager so that you're not just seen once by your Instagram and Facebook followers, but you can show them more by specifically targeting them. So these are actually the ads that I run quite often for my clients, and they're retargeting ads to either their website visitors, well, I usually do all of it, to their website visitors or to people who have taken specific actions like adding something to cart or initiating a checkout. But I also run ads to people who have engaged with their social media or to people that have sent DMs on Instagram. There are so many different options. And like I said, in my free guide, I actually show you exactly how to do that. What I love about Facebook and Instagram ads is that it can work as an extension of the work that you're already doing by posting on social media. I really see the most success with clients that have both a strong social media presence and then add in Facebook and Instagram ads to keep front of mind, to keep with their audience. So you're already doing this work. You're already showing things on social. You're already engaging with them on social, or at least I hope you are. And if you're not, start with that, because then you're starting to build that audience. You're starting to build that relationship, and then you can put ads in front of them. So keep front of mind by building a strong social media presence and then put in retargeting ads in place, and you'll see magic happen, honestly. So in case you didn't know, here's a quick recap. In most cases, your website visitors won't purchase from you the first time they visit your site, especially if they don't know who you are, what you do, or how you can help them. They're just not willing to hand over cash to the unknown, really. So the majority of your website traffic will leave, and one of the only ways to get them back is through retargeting. Retargeting ads can be super powerful. And once you start running some, you'll find that you're able to convert a few people that have dropped off the radar. So if you haven't already done this, if you haven't already started with retargeting ads, start layering them in now, because they are absolute magic. One place to start is by downloading my free guide from www.newschoolofmarketing.com and follow all the steps. I have made it super easy for you. So that's the magic of retargeting ads for your e-commerce store. Don't leave these people hanging. They might have dropped off because the doorbell rang, the dogs barked, the kids need to go to school. Or if you're like me, or if they are like me, I often scrolling like shops on my phone when I'm in bed or something like that. But I actually don't like to purchase from my phone because I want to see a bigger picture. So I, in a way, rely on retargeting ads a little bit to buy my products, because I sometimes forget. I'll be scrolling, during baby bedtime or baby bath time. Well, she's 3 now, and then I need to put it away and I forget about it. So I know, I'm an adult. I should remember stuff, but I don't. And sometimes I just need to see it a few times. So retargeting ads are incredibly powerful, and it really helps with being seen 7 to 12 times. And then someone might be ready to purchase. So get started on your retargeting ads. Thank you so much for joining me on this episode of the New School of Marketing podcast. I hope it was helpful, and I can't wait to share more marketing tips with you next week. If you're ready to take your business to the next level with Facebook and Instagram advertising, make sure you visit newschoolofmarketing.com to download practical free resources, plus subscribe to the podcast and never miss an episode. I can't wait to go on this journey with you. Until next time, take care and market your business every day.